Hello, I'm Susan Woods of Susan Woods Nonprofit Solutions. Thank you for your time. This is step 4 of the 20 steps to starting a 501c3 nonprofit organization. It is describe the service area. Again, describe the service area. Step 4 of 20 of starting nonprofits. Step 4, describe the service area. The service area is the location you plan to offer community services, such as the community. It could be a small community, it could be a town, it could be a city, it could be a county, or it could be a state. So you want to describe the area in which you plan to offer services so that the IRS is clear on where a nonprofit organization will serve the community. Here's an example. We plan to provide services in the rural town of Clio, South Carolina. The population is 678. The income level is below poverty. And then it would be very helpful if you include a link to the Census Bureau or to some valid piece of data that can prove that you are sharing the correct information about the service area in which you plan to offer services. So again, a link to the Census Bureau will be helpful. And you can also expand upon the description of the service area. You could say more about it. You could talk about how wide it is in terms of mileage. You can talk about the educational level of the people who live there. You can provide a lot more information about the service area than I provided here, but this is just an example. You want to paint a picture for the person that's reviewing the application for recognition of exemption so that they can visualize the area that's going to benefit from your nonprofit organization. So congratulations. You've learned how to describe the service area in which you plan to offer community services through a nonprofit. Here's a little tip. Choose a service area that is reasonable for the number of people in your organization. So you never want to say, I'm going to serve the entire state of South Carolina and you have 3 people on your team. That's not reasonable. The IRS exempt specialist will always look for reasonable information in an application. And your application is one big application that lets the exempt specialist that's going to process your application know, this is what I want to do. I want to offer these services in this location. And it has to be reasonable. The service area has to be reasonable, or you will receive a letter asking for clarification on how 3 people will serve the entire state of South Carolina. And one more thing I want to share, because some people are reluctant to say, I'm just going to serve this community in this small area of the town, because this community in this small area of the town needs our services the most. That's fine. If you are only serving 50 people that needs, for example, maybe transportation services or services to bring warm food to their home every day, that's fine. The IRS is not expecting you to have a huge, wide service area. The IRS is expecting you to show how you're going to help people through your nonprofit organization. Again, this is Susan Woods of Susan Woods Nonprofit Solutions. We just talked about module number 4, describe the service area. Thank you so much for your time and have a great day.